Hello, and thanks for taking the time to view this demonstration of the Infor BI Dashboards product. My name's Adam Rakic. I'm a pre-sales consultant with CFMS. If you're interested in what you see on this online demonstration today, please don't hesitate to drop your account manager an email, and we'll be more than happy to give you a more in-depth demonstration at a time to suit you. Now, Dashboards, as you may be able to see from here, runs over the web in much the same way as Infor Web Services. Like Web Services, it's also based on Application Studio reports. Now, the main difference is that in Application Studio Web Services, you can only view one report at a time, whereas on Dashboards, you can bring together multiple reports on the fly to create custom dashboards. Part of the way we do this is by creating special Application Studio reports, like this P&L Trend 2008 chart, which we're going to call widgets. Hopefully this will become a bit clearer as I move through. But before we get into widgets, we can view any sort of report, such as sales by products, that we've created in Application Studio through Dashboards in exactly the same way as we could through normal web services. We can interact with the combo boxes, we can type in notes, and we can view charts, spark lines, or KPIs, and dynamic charts on the fly as you're used to. If we then go to something more specific to dashboards, such as the sales dashboard, you see this dashboard has got a filters widget. It has two KPI widgets for net revenue and gross margin, and for actual budget 2008 and top products. Or on a more finance side, the one we started off with, which I quite like, where we have line charts and the tabular data next to it, which we can drill down on, and the filters which will control all of the widgets. What we also have access to are map chart widgets. Now, for those of you operating solely in the UK, don't worry, you can have a widget just focused on the UK, and for each geographic point, which may just be a postcode, we can have a column chart, a pie chart, or in this case, a bubble chart. And the way we build these is really simple, and this is where it gets very powerful. If I click on best practices here, it will give me a folder structure. Now, this folder structure is exactly the same as in the report pane of Application Studio. So if I go into Infor Best Practices, we have all of the standard reports that you may be able to find in Infor Best Practices. But what we also have is we have some special reports that have been created to be used as widgets, and one of them, top 10 products. So I can click and drag, and it appears on my dashboard. I can resize it, and it's worth mentioning that for this demo I've put the resolution on my screen down very low, so hopefully the video will fit on your screen when you view it online, but in practice you'll be able to put a great many widgets on one dashboard. I can move this around and all sorts of things, which we can demo more in depth if you have interest in. Those widgets are created in App Studio in the way that you may know, but if you don't have that report already created, do you have to go into Application Studio? No, you don't, and that's where it gets even more interesting with self-service widgets. So you see here, we can do ad hoc, actual budget comparisons, bar column, and pie charts, as well as trends and tabular data. I'm not going to go through all of these, but let's do a bar chart. Okay, I want to look at my sales cube. I don't want my categories to be my products. I actually want to see some things over time. I don't want it to be version. I want it to be profit, which is the measures dimension in this particular model. Yeah, sales volume. Sounds good. Then I bring in this table chart. I don't want all years. I'm going to zoom in, and all my data's in 2008. So I say zoom to level. I just want to see my months. Okay, and we've already got volume created, as you saw. All of these options up here work in the same way as you're used to in ad hoc reports, but I'll leave them as they are for now. Now, I give it a title. We'll call this one Sales Volume. And we're done. And I can drag this over here to align it as such. With all these widgets, you're also able to change automatic fitting, as well as view the data look behind any of your charts and actually change the filters on the fly. We'll leave that there for now. I'm also going to add in a trend chart. So I'm going to want to give that a little bit more horizontal real estate. That will make you a little bit smaller so we can see you. I'm going to do a multi-series chart. And I want my categories to be time as before, and data row as profit, which as I mentioned was our measures dimension. With the years, I'm going to drill down into my months for 2008. With my measures dimension and profit, see I've got all these things, I don't want all of those, so I just click on profit, select elements. I'm going to show my gross margin, my revenue and my cost of sales. And again, any of these filters can be changed as you like. I'm just going to call this trends, and there we are. Finally, I'm going to add in some benchmarking. And I'm going to this time have my products as my categories. So rather than time, we make this product. In this case, I want to compare my actual to my budget, which is automatically populated. Actual and budget are fine, but I don't want it at the top level. I want it at my groups of products level. Click OK, and we'll call this benchmarks. And there we go. I'm going to click on this pencil, which takes me out of editing. And we've got the beginnings of a dashboard, and hopefully you can see how it all knits together. Where it gets interesting is that these widgets talk to each other, and that has been created all automatically. So if I now click on all season tires, you'll see the other widgets refresh to show the trends and the volume for that particular product group. Likewise with summer tires. I could continue and add pie charts, tabular data, all that sort of thing. But I'm sure you can probably get the idea how very quick it is to create without any App Studio knowledge, and certainly very, very fast custom dashboards. As I think I mentioned, you can provide this to your end users to do their own analysis, or maybe it's just for you, but you can then save those dashboards and make them available to your users, allowing you to create these dashboards for them very, very fast. Well, thanks for watching. As I said, if you'd like to see more, or see some more information, please don't hesitate to get in touch with your account manager. Thanks for your time.